I share so much with you guys on here, and I've talked about my eating disorder and all that stuff, so I wanted to show you my health journey as well. Hi guys, welcome back. And if you're new here, hi, my name's Haley. Today I'm going to be talking about some health and fitness stuff. Obviously you already know what it is because you clicked on the title of this video, but I am going to be talking about how to get a flat, lean, and toned stomach, and it's actually a lot easier than you think. I have some really great tips to share with you guys that I think will really help you. So if you want to see how to get a flat, toned stomach, just keep watching. My first tip is you need to assess your diet. So for me personally, I find that my stomach is the flattest and most toned when I'm eating a whole foods plant-based diet. And for me, that's what works. I don't eat any animal products, so I don't eat fish, I don't eat eggs, I don't eat dairy, I don't eat meat. You could call it a vegan diet, but a common misconception is that a lot of people think if they go vegan, they're instantly gonna be healthy and all their weight's gonna fall right off and everything like that. But really, there is a way to gain weight on a vegan diet because there's so much vegan junk food out there that's not healthy, and if you're eating all that stuff, you're not healthy. What really makes you healthy is just keeping it simple, eating vegetables, rice, potatoes, beans, fruit, a small amount of nuts and seeds, because the human body actually doesn't need very much fat to function well, and it's actually really important that you are making sure you don't eat too much fat because your body just will store it as fat immediately. It's not used for energy. Fat is not an energy source. It's really just to help certain parts of your body function properly the way that they need to, and for your hormones to be regular. Our body runs on glucose, which is found in carbohydrate. So protein, a lot of people think is the main macronutrient that you need to be eating to get energy, but it's really not. It's carbohydrates that you really want to focus on. Protein is definitely important, but I can't even tell you how many people overeat on protein. You do not need a large amount of protein. I've taken nutrition classes and I've learned that once you hit a certain amount of grams of protein for your body every day, any excess that you're consuming isn't being used. It's pointless to try to stuff as much protein into yourself as you can because it's not even going to do anything. Make sure you're focusing on carbohydrates. Don't be afraid of them. And I used to be one of those people, so I totally can relate, but for the past 3 years I've been vegan and I've pretty much gotten the bulk of my calories from different foods with high amounts of carbohydrates in them. And a lot of people will say potatoes aren't healthy, they'll say rice isn't healthy. It really is, and it's so essential for your body to have these carbohydrates. Some people even say fruit isn't healthy. I'm sorry, but if you're gonna say fruit isn't as healthy as meat or isn't as healthy as dairy or something like that, it's just not logical because fruit has antioxidants, it has essential vitamins that your body needs, it has carbohydrates and natural sugars. I'm telling you, if you're not losing weight and that's your goal, or if you're trying to just be fit and you feel like you can't eat fruit because it's gonna make you fat or something, you need to look at the other parts of your diet because those are most likely the problem. For years now, I've been vegan. I haven't been eating nearly as many processed foods as I used to. I think the only time that I'll eat something that's processed is a rice cake, which is not bad for you at all. I just don't crave those things anymore because they're filled with salt and sugar and all these preservatives and weird ingredients that you can't pronounce. And those things are meant to be in there because they want you to be addicted to it. Sugar is addictive. It's proven, so is salt. To make it easy on yourself, if you're going plant-based, just go to the produce section and you don't really need to go to any of the other aisles except for maybe getting 1 or 2 things like a condiment or something like that. But another thing that can really mess up your diet is toppings on your food. Salad dressings that are full of oil and salt and sugar are not gonna help you have a flat stomach. Just really be cautious of what you're buying. I will link down below a couple of my what I eat in a day so you can kind of get an idea of what I eat. But the biggest thing is to make sure that you aren't under eating because it's very easy to do that on a plant-based diet when you're eating high volumes of fruit, vegetables, and grains and starches because they're not very calorie dense. You have to eat a lot more than you would on a a standard American diet where you're eating lots of processed foods and meats and dairy and stuff like that, which I love because I love food, and who doesn't want to eat as much as you want till you feel satisfied and full and not feel guilty and not feel like you have to count your calories. I don't count my calories. I used to have an eating disorder. If you guys didn't know that, I have a video all about it. I'll link it down below. I had anorexia when I was in high school, and I was miserable the whole time. I hated my life at that point, but that's a whole different thing. So go watch my video. I made it a while back. It just messes you up mentally. Like, I can't even explain it. If you know what counting calories is like, it just becomes like the main focus in your mind. But I don't do that anymore. I know what I'm eating is healthy, and I know that I'm eating the right amount of calories for my body. You just have to make sure you're listening to the hunger cues that your body's giving you. I mean, if you're just eating to eat, don't do that because you won't lose weight doing that. When I switched to a whole foods plant-based diet, I lost about 10 pounds. Now it's probably more like 15 or 20. I really didn't start eating whole foods plant-based until in the last year or so. Diet is like the key, I'm telling you. There's 4 more things I'm gonna tell you about that are super, super important too, like life-changing for me. So the second one is exercise. I hated exercise, okay, you guys? I absolutely despised it, but I found something that I enjoyed doing. So for 12 years, up until high school when I got my eating disorder and everything, I was a figure skater, and I was really intense about it. I did it every single day. I was super active. I was always very thin. I would exercise every single day since I was 5 years old, and I would go to personal trainers and working out all the time. I think I just wanted like a lazy period, so I really didn't do anything. I laid around every day for the rest of high school, and then when I got home from my sophomore year of college, I was like, okay, I need to do something. I started running, and it was very gradual because I hated running. I could not run for more than like 5 minutes without getting out of breath, but my mom loves to run, and she had been pushing me to try it because she was like, I know you'll love it. You just have to get past where it's a little bit harder and you feel like you can't breathe. Run for 5 minutes, walk, then run again till you need another break to walk. Once you do that a few times, you'll be able to run without stopping. And so last summer, about a year ago now, I started to run very gradually. I would run and walk / walk until I made it around the loop at this park that I run at. It's probably like 2 or 3 miles around. Slowly but surely, I was able to do 10 minutes without stopping. Then it was 20, then it was 30, and then I kind of stayed at that 30-minute range because I just never really like thought I could go further. So all through the summer, I was running every other day for 30 minutes, and then I would walk for like an hour usually on the days in between. I definitely noticed my body was changing, and then I continued doing it when I went back to school in August last year, and I gradually increased the amount I was running. So I started running 40 minutes, then 45 minutes, then 50 minutes, and then I wasn't just running every other day. I was running like 4 or 5 times a week. You just have to take it slow. No matter what you're doing, whether you want to start swimming or biking or running or anything, you're not going to become a marathon runner the first time you start running. It just doesn't happen like that. Find something you love, do it for about 30 to 40 minutes a day because you need cardio to get a flat stomach. Cardio is key. And I wish I had listened to my mom sooner because I cannot even tell you how crazy the transformation of my body has been. I'm gonna insert a before and after picture right here, and kind of nervous to do this because it's kind of like personal, but I saw those pictures last night and I was like, wow, like I know my body has changed, but I kind of forgot because I see myself every day. Doing cardio is the only way you're gonna shred body fat off of you. You will not have a perfectly flat, toned, fit stomach if you have a layer of fat over it. To do it consistently every single week, at least 3 times a week, to see a difference, and your diet of course as well. Then to tone my body, I also do a lot of ab workouts. If you want like really defined abs, you really have to do it almost every day, and it doesn't have to be like a crazy intense workout. Just work out your abs a little bit for like 10 minutes or so. Then on some days do it for a little bit longer, like 15 or 20 minutes spend on it, but it doesn't take that long, and it's really easy to get abs once you lean out your body. So before you focus on getting abs, just focus on getting into cardio and finding a routine that you like, because once you shred off all that fat, you'll build up the abs and they'll be there. I do tons of online workouts now. I love Rebecca Louise. She has really good videos, and there's so many other amazing free workouts on YouTube. I have a workout routine video. If you want to go watch that, I will link that down below. I know the last 2 I just talked about were super long, but now we're gonna get into the shorter ones, so thank you for hanging on if you're you're still here. Next thing that's really gonna help you get a flat stomach is sleep. You need to go to bed at a reasonable hour, and I know that's really hard, especially if you're in college or working or anything like that. It's very hard to go to bed early, I know. I go to bed at midnight a lot too, but you will wake up feeling so good if you go to bed at like 9:30 or 10. It doesn't happen that much for me, especially this summer, but during the school year I'm able to do it most of the time because I'm always so tired when I get home from class and everything. But in the summer I have so much going on, and I'm trying to do better and get back on a regular schedule because I like to wake up early and have more of my day to do things. So sleep is really important because it just kind of rejuvenates your body and gets you ready for the next day. It repairs everything. The next one is water. In the morning, right when I wake up, I have one of these full with water next to my bedside table. It's a great way to just start off your day, drink a lot of water. Typically, I drink one of these after every meal. I also drink one after dinner, like before I go to bed. I know that seems like a lot of water, but you need a lot of water. I think a lot of people do not drink enough water, and it is the key to looking beautiful. It makes your skin look so glowing because if you don't drink enough water, your skin's gonna be so dry because it doesn't have enough water in your body. So for good skin, it helps clear out acne. I always get headaches when I don't drink enough water, and this is also key to flushing the toxins out of your body. So that's what's gonna make your stomach flat. And my last one is something that I've recently discovered. This is from the brand Renew Life, and these are probiotics. If you've never heard of a probiotic, it's bacteria. It promotes digestive balance. So you just take a capsule a day and it does wonders. I've been taking these for about like a week and a half, and I've already noticed a huge difference. I am bloated way less often, and I don't get bloated very often anyways, but some days I would just get bloated for no reason. But I have had the flattest stomach ever since I've been taking this, and my digestion has gotten even better, which is pretty crazy because I didn't even think it could get better than it was. Like, my friend Brittany, she has an Instagram actually, she's vegan as well. Her Instagram is The Organic Blondie, and this was something she recommended to me. I didn't really notice a difference at first, but in the past few days I feel like it's finally started to like show its effects. And there's a lot of different probiotics, so this one is a good starter one, and that's what Brittany told me. Yeah, if you're gonna try one, try this one. This is the women's one. Here's what it looks like. So I hope this video helped you guys. I really believe that anybody can have a flat stomach. All you have to do is eat a whole foods plant-based diet. If you need meal ideas, check out my what I eat in a day videos. Go look at my Instagram. I post tons of food pictures, and that's pretty much it. Exercise, sleep, water, probiotics. If you want to include them, you don't have to. So those are all the things that I really truly have helped for me. Make sure you guys don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and I will see you all in my next video very soon. Bye!